Greetings everybody. Today we're going to do a practice for our knees. So many people have issues with their knees. So most of the time it's the energy that doesn't travel into them. So the energy in our hips sometimes is so tight that the knees start to go bad. So we want to do some exercises for both hips and the knees. So today I'll show you a few. It's many different exercises. You can do all of them, or you can pick one or two, the best one that works for you, specifically for you. Maybe it's the most challenging one. And just work every day, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, until you start seeing the progress, until you start feeling that your knees are getting stronger and stronger. So first exercise, you can stand up nice and tall. You can use the wall or something to hold on to if you don't have a good balance. But otherwise, you bring your hands into your hips, you raise one knee up, and then you're going to start doing the giant circles. So you're going to be inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. So you're going to feel all the air in your hip, your knee is moving. So you want to experience being tired in those areas. You don't want to just give up immediately and say, oh, it's too much. Push yourself a little bit. Healing is a feeling. You want to experience some of the pain, maybe some fire within the hip, within the knee. And then when you get exhausted, rotate the opposite way. Same thing with the breath. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Because if you do it in one leg, it's also a great balancing exercise. So it keeps your monkey mind in check. All right, so we did it on one side, and then the same thing you're going to do it on the other side. Lifting the opposite knee, big giant circles. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. So I strongly suggest you to write these poses, exercises, and do it outside if you can, lots of oxygen. Do it with the sun, away from the computer. Good. And don't be surprised if you have any kind of clicking sensations, any tightness in both areas. Eventually, you will lubricate everything and it starts working smoothly for you. So reversing the direction, going the opposite way, few big circles. Get yourself tired. It's alright to feel a bit of fire. It's all good. You'll feel so much better afterwards. Good. And again, you can do this one for 2 minutes and 3 minutes and even 5 minutes. Really get yourself exhausted. It's alright to feel tired. Good. So another good position for the knees is a chair pose, Utkatasana. So the feet are hip distance, spread your toes, and then extend your hands forward. And then the lower you sit down into that invisible chair, the more difficult it's going to be. So find yourself where you are today. The lower you go, the more you're going to feel it in your knees. If this is not enough for you, you can modify. You can lift your heels off the floor, or you can do it with another trick. You can place the left ankle on top of the right knee and go into the chair this way. Or if you are super flexible, you can raise the sole into your hip crease and go down this way. So many different ways you can do this chair pose. And then when you finish on one side, switch and do it on the other side. And you can hold this chair position for 5 breaths, 10 breaths. Your body will tell you, okay, this is good, this is enough, I have to come out. So breathing deeply. Good. And maybe repeat it again. You can repeat it, take a break, go into it again, sit down low, and hold it. You're going to feel all the energy in your knees. Really good for them. All right? So the next exercise is a low lunge. You can use a blanket or any cushion for the back knee. So placing the back knee on the cushion, the front leg steps forward, bring your hands into the knee, and then start pushing your hips forward. So as you push your hips forward, make sure your left knee or the right knee is right above the ankle. So if it's not, just adjust it, walk it, and keep on pushing the hips, keep on moving deeper and deeper. Good. Keep on adjusting. And you can hold it here for 5 breaths, 10 breaths. Feeling the energy in your hips. And then if you want an additional pose, you can bring your hand into the floor and with the left hand push on the knee as far as your body allows you to. So again, listen to your body. You don't want to dislocate anything in your hip. And then again, breathe into that hip. You want to send that breath into that area. Maybe close your eyes. And take a few deep breaths. And of course, we're going to switch and do the same thing on the other side. So stepping back with the opposite knee. Bring your hands into the knee and pushing the hips forward. Again, if you feel it, you're doing it correctly. So don't force yourself. Don't overdo it. If this is your first time, listen to your body. Listen to your body and honor your body. So a few deep breaths in this position. And maybe open up the knee wide to the side, using your hand to press, but again, gently, don't rush. Good. So 5-10 breaths. This is another good way to open up your hips. Nice. So the next one, you can sit down on the floor. You can use a cushion. You can also use a cushion for the soles of your feet if they're digging into the floor. And then bring your soles as close as you can. And then holding on to your soles, you're going to butterfly your knees. So really good exercise. You can do this one up to 10 minutes. Really, there's no limits. You're going to be massaging your hips, and your knees are in a complete lock position, which is really good for the blood flow in your knees. So make sure you sit up nice and tall, shoulders back, chin back. You can even close your eyes and visualize yourself being a butterfly, flying around from one flower to another one, pollinating the world, helping this world, starting with yourself. So once you help yourself, then you can go out there and help the world as well. So good. Butterfly the knees. You can get a little bit warm sensation in the lower part of the body. Then you know you did something. You have the effect. Cause and effect. Nice. So practice it. I'm not going to do it for 10 minutes, but just remember this is really good practice for your knees. Starting with your hips so the energy is flowing. Good. So another good one is to grab the sole and do big circles, almost like you're stirring up your favorite pot of jam. You're making your jam and you're moving it around. So sole is coming close to your chest and then around. You can connect this motion with your breath, inhaling to the chest, exhaling outwards, or reverse it a few times this way. Again, you're going to feel it in your hip, massaging your hip. And after you do a few circles like that for a minute, 2 minutes, you can hug that leg into the chest and do a baby cradle. You can hold it this way, you can hold it with your hands going under, or any way it feels comfortable for you to hug it into your chest. And then as soon as you do that, rock that baby. So rocking that baby, putting that baby to sleep. But at the same time, you're going to feel it. You're going to experience some pain in your right hip. Good. So this is a good one as well. And after you did it on one side, make sure you do equal amount of time on the other side. Grabbing that opposite sole, big circles, one direction. Breathing through it. And after a few, you can reverse. So you can do 1 minute on each side. 1 minute clockwise, 1 minute counterclockwise. And at the end, you can hug that leg into the chest and do the baby cradle for another minute or two. Agitating a little bit the hip, allowing the blood circulation to flow into it. So all good things are happening. You just have to do it. It works if you do it, it doesn't if you don't. So I strongly suggest you to do it before you really go for any kind of operations or shots into your knee. This might be your lifesaver. Good, and I left the last one, which is one of the best ones for the end of our practice. So for this one, you're going to lay down into the floor. You can use a blanket, you can use a yoga mat or any kind of support for your spine. So you're going to release your back, you're going to hug your knees into the chest, and then you're going to move the legs, not in a bicycle formation, but almost like as a pistons in a vehicle moving up and down. And you're going to do this with a breath. So you're going to be inhaling left knee into the chest, exhaling right knee into the chest. Again, the speed is up to you. How fast you want to go. If you want to go really fast, you can go fast. If you want to take it easy, take it easy. And I suggest to do this at least for 2 minutes. But again, if this is your first time, maybe 20 seconds, maybe 30 seconds. Start where you are and move up to 2 minutes, maybe even more, maybe 5 minutes. Really good exercise. Knees and hips, everything is in motion. So inhale the left knee in, exhale right knee in. Good, so you can continue. I'm going to just give you a little other advice. For the end of practice, you can have a peppermint in your household. Peppermint essential oil is really good to release any kind of muscle tension in the body. So peppermint essential oil is good for headaches if you apply it to your forehead. It's also good to use in a spray against mosquitoes. All good things. And good for digestion too. So you can use peppermint to apply it into your belly button. So I'll use some of the drops of essential oils of peppermint, rub them in, and then give yourself a nice massage on each knee. Good. So you do many different things to help the blood circulation to move into the knees. Starting from your hips, right? So from your heart, the energy is traveling down into your knees. They have to pass the hips. So make sure you are opening up the hips. And the last exercise is really amazing because everything is in motion, everything is moving. All right, so I hope this video helps you. Spread the word, tell all your friends who might be having some issues with the knees. And thank you for your support. Thank you for all your feedback. And I'm looking forward to see you soon again.